You are watching the Journey Home channel, the home for faith-based children's audio animated storybooks. Previously on JTTK.
Brothers, you need not find me so tightly. What do you mean by this intrusion, and I was of the opinion that Megadishkan taught you better. After all, was I not once your commander-in-chief? Honestly speaking, Vanilla, does it not bother you just a little to serve this wrong? This, Hepzibah, is our family's agor, handed down to me by your great-great-grandfather and his great-grandfather and his father before. This is Lord Megadishkan's agor.
She cautiously put out her hand to take the book, and when it was handed to her, the light that illuminated from it disappeared when she took it. And she looked at her father with a puzzled look on her face. Uriah gently answered the bewildered look.
Not to worry, sweets. The same thing happened to me when I took the book from your grandfather.
What happened to the light, Daddy?
The light, Hepzibah, is given to you when you read and study the book for yourself. Only then will it illuminate to and for you. The more you read and study, the brighter the light. If you don't read and study it, it will never give its light or wisdom to you.
Uriah then took the book from her hand to illustrate his point, and immediately upon taking it, it brightly illuminated once again.
Wow!
Hepzibah exclaimed with excitement, her face beaming with what she just witnessed happened with the book, and at the thought of being able to learn more about Lord Megadishkan and the realm on her own, already making plans to start her journey so that the agor could illuminate and light her way into a deeper relationship, knowledge, and understanding of Lord Megadishkan and the Just One.
Would you like to hear the rest of the story?
Uriah interrupted her musing.
Yes, Daddy, but can I read the book? I mean, to start to get to know it for myself?
Of course you can, sweets.
Uriah encouraged her, and as his father had done with him, he handed the book back to his daughter. Hepzibah marveled at her father, and a deeper and greater respect increased in her for him, as it dawned on her that he had begun to recount the story of the realm perfectly from memory, and had not even looked at the agor until he opened it to show her.
Yes, Fanny.
Hepzibah proudly read aloud.
I will ensure that I remember
Lord Megadishkan's instructions and not take or learn anything from Vladyslav mainframe.
Mada reassured Fanuel.
Come, Mada. Let's now take a closer look at his mainframe.
Fanuel said, leaving the binding of Beliar to Samsael and Abriel. As Phanuel now stood, with Mada in Beliar's mainframe control, he quickly accessed the mainframe's AI and broke the barrier of the firewall.
Protective firewall is down. Now accessing Hallel's mainframe.
To reveal to Mada the true nature of Beliar's mainframe. The mainframe was revealed to be a beautiful tree that he had never seen the likes of in Aydin. Phanuel then quickly transported Mada to the tree. And he stood spellbound by the beauty and the fruit of the tree. The fruit seemed to call to him to taste of it. So mouth-watering and alluring was it.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Phanuel said, as he noticed how enthralled Mada was by the tree.
Yes, it most certainly is.
Mada uttered, awestruck, his eyes still fastened on the tree.
Be not deceived, Mada, by its appearance, for it is most deadly.
Phanuel warned. And with a command to Beliar's AI, the beauty of the tree faded, and Mada saw its true nature.
Do you now understand why you are not to eat of its fruit? For it is, as it truly appears, most deadly.
Phanuel reiterated.
Yes, Samuel, I do.
Mada soberly answered, determined to follow the instructions of Lord Megadishka. Mada watched as his brothers released Hallel, who he now knew to be Beliar, the wicked one, from his restraints, and he observed how Beliar quickly fled from their presence upon his release, fading into the darkness in which he hides. His brothers then transported him to the center of Aydin, and in the midst of it was Lord Megadishkam's supreme central mainframe. The tree illuminated the entirety of the garden, and on each branch were fruits that resembled glowing orbs that hummed the most serene sounds. Each bite of an orb was said to impart in one who bit it Lord Megadishkam's wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and everlasting life once wholly consumed. Each orb, however, had degrees of information that was to be consumed and released only as Lord Megadishkam sanctioned.
But Dad, isn't that kind of controlling?
Hepzibah briefly paused reading the Agor to ask.
That's a very good question, Ziva. But let me answer your question with a question of my own. How old are you?
You already know that, Daddy.
Hepzibah sighed patiently.
Humor me.
Uriah insisted.
I'm 8.
Okay. I think you're old enough to handle this. Today, when we go home, Mom and I will pack your things and move you into your own place. Mrs. Anderson has been wanting to rent out that old house for some time now, and I think it would be a perfect fit for you, since it's just 2 blocks over anyways. We'll cover the first 2 months' rent, and then you can take it from there.
What?
Hepzibah gasped in disbelief. To be continued.
Hi, family. So I'm sure by now you figured out that where I live, we refer to the tree of Chai, or life, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil as the mainframe systems. I don't know if you've noticed, but in this week's episode, Beliar's mainframe had both good and evil fruit on it. I mean, I never really ever gave it much thought until I saw Beliar's mainframe. I thought that Beliar, or the devil, could only do evil, but according to the Agora and your Bible, Beliar's mainframe itself tells us that he can also do good. After all, it is called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Take for example technology, like social media. Although created to do good, look at the many evils that has come out of it and the many lives it has harmed. And guys, that's just one instance. But anyways, family, just food for thought. Until next time, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.